Welcome to the latest video from Multilingual 101, Empowering Multilingual Families. In this video, we take a lighthearted look at a surprisingly complex linguistic question. How much do dogs understand human language, and could they even be multilingual? Dogs are believed to have lived alongside humans since around 15,000 years ago, rightly earning the label as man's best friend. Descending from ancient wolves, dogs today show an uncanny ability to understand the moods and spoken commands of their human companions. Despite an instinctive call of the wild, our canine comrades have seemingly made a pact with humans and proven themselves as the embodiment of trust and loyalty. Any lingering wild instincts are today channeled into other behaviors, such as chasing, guarding, hunting, and fetching. And those behaviors today come with a healthy dose of fun, showing off their tricks and talents for the amusement of their human pack. All this is well understood, but it's clearly a much bigger step to ask if dogs actually have the intelligence to understand our language and to possibly even be multilingual. Many bilingual and multilingual dog owners will already habitually talk to their dogs in multiple languages without giving a second thought to the language they're using. Dogs in multilingual households take this in their stride and have an uncanny knack for intuiting their owner's intentions, especially if there's a chance of earning their favorite treat. Studies have shown that the average dog can recognize and differentiate between around 165 words, while the top dogs, approximately 20%, can stretch to an impressive 250 words. So what exactly is happening with those privileged pooches living in multilingual households who respond obediently to whatever commands they hear, and regardless of which of their humans is speaking and in what language? Are they really smarter? Or does this canine party trick reveal something deeper? The answer is remarkable, but no surprise to owners proud of their dog's natural intelligence. In one sense, dogs might not really be paying much attention at all to what's being said, at least not in the way most of us imagine. While they do pick up words in multiple languages, their focus is much broader than just recognizing words. In fact, the dogs are picking up on tone and cadence just as much as actual words. This is underlined by dogs' ability to also pick up on patterns of communication that go beyond words, whether whistles, clicks, hand signals, or more. The phenomenon of how dogs understand human language has been researched at the Eötvös Loránd University in the Hungarian capital of Budapest. Dogs' brain activity was measured in MRI machines as the dogs listened to a series of typical human-dog commands, alongside more random words unlikely to be spoken to dogs. This was all delivered with different intonations, sometimes in a neutral voice, other times with more enthusiasm. Remarkably, the results confirmed that dogs are able to recognize specific words in much the same way as humans, with the left hemisphere of the dog's brains lighting up in the MRI scans whenever they recognized familiar words. Inversely, the dogs then showed almost complete indifference to the random words spoken to them. If you're not convinced, then try speaking some deliberately random phrases to your dog and then see for yourself how their response varies compared to whenever you mention walkies or yum-yums. The Hungarian researchers also discovered that the intonation of the familiar words was another critical factor with the dog's brains, showing the greatest response to familiar terms spoken in a positive tone. The message, therefore, in order to create the strongest dialogue with your four-legged friend, is to talk clearly and stick to words dogs are accustomed to and say it with warmth and a positive energy. But with a canine vocabulary of 250 words or less, there are still evidently limits to how much can be communicated and understood. Rather like the part-time polyglots who can miraculously order a drink in 20 languages or more but struggle to progress much further than that, dogs focus their processing power on words with the greatest usefulness to them. Words that connect with their basic needs and interests, like food, water, cuddles, and squeaky toys. All words that connect to tasks that might lead to a reward. The more we understand that, the better, but it's worth remembering that it's only when we speak with a positive tone that dogs will, in turn, show the most visible and positive response. Curiously, this underlines something that humans seem to instinctively understand about human-canine communications, and underlines why so many of us revert to baby talk when talking with dogs. Just as we do when speaking to babies, we all tend to unconsciously talk to dogs in a softer voice and at a slightly higher pitch, as well as speaking more slowly and clearly. The fact that dogs will then recognize key words and phrases confirms that they genuinely do understand humans, and by being able to do so in multiple languages, they are, at least in a basic sense, multilingual. Finally, for anyone wondering why we restricted our focus to dogs and not to cats, the answer is clear. While cats almost certainly do understand human language and could doubtless even talk to us if they ever chose to, they apparently feel that descending to human communication is undignified and beneath their more refined feline status. We hope you enjoyed this video, and watch out for our weekly videos here at Multilingual 101, with our regular mix of information and inspiration as we put the fun into supporting multilingual families. Finally, if you like this video, please like it below and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time, this has been Multilingual 101, empowering multilingual families.